whimsical friends! If you have a special dream story ideas or a magical adventure in your mind, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make it into a wonderful tale just for you. The Little Red Riding Hood Adventure. Once upon a time, in a charming village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a sweet little girl named Rosalie. Rosalie was known far and wide for the vibrant red hooded cloak she wore, which earned her the affectionate nickname Little Red. One sunny morning, Little Red's mother called her into the cozy kitchen. "Dear Rosalie," her mother said, "I have a basket of goodies for your dear grandmother. She's feeling a bit under the weather, and I thought these treats might bring a smile to her face. Would you be a dear and deliver them for me?" With a twinkle in her eye and a skip in her step, Little Red eagerly agreed. She hugged her mother tightly and set off on the winding path that led through the enchanted woods to Grandma's house. As Little Red strolled along, the birds serenaded her with cheerful melodies, and colorful butterflies danced in the dappled sunlight. Little did she know, a mischievous wolf named Winston was watching her from behind the trees. Winston, with his cunning ways and sly grin, decided to play a little trick on the unsuspecting Little Red. He knew a shortcut to Grandma's house and dashed ahead, arriving there before the little girl. With a quick knock on Grandma's door, Winston greeted her with a friendly, "Hello, it's me, Little Red. I brought you some goodies from my mother." Grandma, unaware of the wolf's disguise, joyfully opened the door, but Winston, being a wolf with an appetite for mischief, couldn't resist his sneaky nature. In a flash, he gobbled up Grandma and hopped into bed, pulling the covers up to his furry chin. Soon, Little Red arrived at Grandma's quaint cottage, her heart filled with love and concern. She knocked on the door, and the wolf, doing his best Grandma impression, cheerfully invited her in. "Grandma, what big eyes you have!" Little Red exclaimed, peering at the wolf in confusion.
"The better to see you with, my dear,"
Winston replied with a sly grin. "Grandma, what big ears you have!" Little Red observed, growing more curious.
"The better to hear you with, my sweet."
Winston chuckled, attempting to sound gentle. "Grandma, what big teeth you have!" Little Red gasped, her eyes widening.
"The better to eat the goodies you brought,"
the wolf exclaimed, unable to contain his appetite any longer. But just as Winston leaped towards Little Red, a brave woodcutter who had heard the commotion burst into the room. With a swing of his axe, he rescued Little Red and Grandma from the wolf's clutches. From that day forward, the villagers told the tale of how Little Red, with her bravery and the woodcutter's help, outsmarted the mischievous wolf. And as for Winston, he learned that trying to trick a clever little girl in a red hood was a recipe for disaster. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and lessons learned, Little Red, Grandma, and the entire village lived happily ever after in the enchanted woods, where kindness and wit always triumphed over mischief and cunning. The moral of the story is to be cautious and not easily deceived by appearances. It teaches children to be wary of strangers, use their wits, and seek help from trusted adults when faced with unfamiliar or potentially dangerous situations.